It's Louise with Louise McCarrot, and welcome to my channel. I appreciate you all being here and taking the time out of your day to watch this tutorial. And what I'm working on today is a Lazy Susan here, which I already have taped off in the back. I varnished the top, and maybe I can actually get this thing centered. Oh, dead nuts. Oh, leave it right there. Okay, so what I've got here is tricorn black. It's the color to go from Sherwin. Now, with this thing here, I've had this sitting out for a while with a stocking on top of it to keep any dust out of it. So I had the stocking on it, wrapped across the top. I had the lid just kind of sitting ajar, and then just let it sit like this, and yeah, and it's gotten to a nice creamy consistency. So that's what I'm going to be using as my pillow. So what I have here is Artez's Pearl Golden Hour. I've got TLP's Zeus combined with Nicolazzo Gold here. I've got my gold combination, which is Deco Arts 24 karat and Iridescent Gold by Golden. I've got TLP Grenache with Deco Arts Ruby and mostly Bordeaux Red here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay down my pillow. I've got my cell activator, which is my Atelier 24 karat gold. Rich gold, I mean. Atelier Rich Gold. And then this is the white, titanium white. And I'm going to swipe this through. I haven't done a black base in a while, so I just feel like I need to get one of these in my repertoire. And I know I don't mention this very much in my tutorials, but it depends on how you guys are marketing yourself. I know for me, I don't do pop-ups. I don't do that kind of thing, at least not yet. But what I do have is the Appalachian Craft Center downtown, where my stuff is primarily, and I have that location where my product is sold. And honestly, Lazy Susans do very well. And there's times where I really can't even keep up. That's why I've been seeing more Lazy Susans out of me, and I've been trying to do different ways. Hope I have enough here. I could always use what's in the in here. It's a little thinner. I'm just going to be swiping. All right, gonna load up the palette knife. Gonna go with the white first. This is my American Floetrol Cell Activator recipe, video 141. It's an 8-minute video, linked above. And I plan on doing 2 swipes here. But we'll see what the paints have in mind today. Because that's always what's determined, is what the paints decide they're going to do with me. Here is the Atelier. Just going to drizzle some of the gold on there. I'm going to go for the colors now. I'm keeping this part of the layering on real time so you can see exactly the pace that I'm doing it and how I'm doing it, but as we go forward for multiple layerings, I'm going to go and fast forward. That's the yellow. This is the TLP Zeus and quinacridone combo. The gold, which I'm not going to put a whole lot of this down because I already have a lot of gold represented here. Especially with the cell activator. The Grenache. And the Ruby. And last but not least, this is primarily the Bordeaux Red. And again, I have way too much color. One of these days I'll learn. Okay, so we'll let some of that slop off a little bit. All right. Let's start. I'm going to do like 2 swipes side by side with each other, going in opposite directions. Not the best takeoff, but I can fix that. This is what the palette life looks like after I'm done. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Let's see if I can be a little more prudent with my paints. So I'm going to speed through the relayering of another palette knife. You've already seen me do it once. You know the order, and I'm doing it exactly the same. Other direction. I'm going to slide this a little to the right. There we go. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. So everyone, I'm cutting out about a minute here of just assessing and looking. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see. I think I might swipe again. So everyone, I'm on fast forward again. I'm layering this palette knife the same way, but notice that this is a smaller palette knife than the one I have sitting there, which is the one that I used before. Do the same thing over here just for balance. So in the interest of time here, I'm cutting out all the layering of the palette knife. Try the same thing over here. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Right now, it looks a little weird. So for creations like this, I often just cut out all the extra and just show you the palette knife moves. This is cool. I know it's not cellicious, but it's really, that's going to stretch out really nice. So right here, I cut out about another minute of just looking at the piece and seeing what I'm going to do. Just going to give it a gentle spin. So I'm going to keep in the entire spin this time, but going forward, I'm going to cut out some of the spin. I'm leaving it here so you can see the rate and the speed I'm going at. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going going to do my usual, just the beginning stretch. So I'm going to speed up and cut out some of this section here. All I'm doing is pushing that to the edge and adding a little more pillow. All right, and the colors are good together. A little faster spin. Let's get this thing going. So I always go a little lighter on the pillow with the philosophy that you can always add more as we go, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. After a few spins, I can assess how it's going, and then I can adjust from there. I'm not used to this because typically what happens with this black is that it's thin, and I end up having to really hold it all back because the paint is so thin, it just stretches really fast. This time I've let this paint sit so long, it's become quite thick for this paint, and I have to accommodate for that. Little finger. Here we go. I feel like one part needs a little enhancement. I feel like this over here needs something. How much paint do I have? I don't have much paint. So it's going to have to be a swipe. It'll spread out nice. Did pull up a couple cells there. I want negative space, which I'm going to get. I'm happy with this. My sides are not fully covered. So let's get that problem solved by taking some of the paint that's dripping off and just laying it down there. I got a lot of paint dripping off that I can just put over here. Once we get everything covered, then we're in for the final push. I need to get it spinning. Spin it. It's all going to stretch out. I do like the swipes. Every time I do something, I end up saying, man, I should do this more often. Oh, we have a lot. We have that much. We need a spin. Not what I wanted to hear. So I'm just going to add here, you have to check your depth because you risk the chance of it cracking if you leave too much paint on, either the canvas or whatever it is that you're working on. Clean the bottom, get rid of the excess. One spin the other way. Better. But I'm still going to give it another roll. I just don't want to lose this. Because that is cool. So in that section there where I did that really cool tappy swipe thing, I'm adding some color to it. Oh. I'm cutting out this part because you can't see even if I zoom in real close. Oh my God, that's so freaking cool. All right, I'm gonna call it done, guys. I'll get you down for an overview either while it's wet or when I resin this. But I'm pretty happy with this. All right, thanks for being here, everybody. Stay tuned for the resin result coming up next. So everyone, that's a wrap. Here are the final resin results, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Even though it was intended to be a 2-swiper, ended up becoming 4. That's okay. It's just a reminder that you have to stay flexible and open to what's happening on that given day. So if you're new here and you enjoyed this, please subscribe, hit the bell and all, leave a comment and a thumbs up. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. And again, I want to extend the offer for a personalized and customized tutorial to answer your questions. I've done a few of these so far. They've been really successful. And if you have a particular problem or a question, or you want me to show you in detail how I do something, my email is in the description. Just reach out to me with your questions and we'll go from there. At the end here, I'm going to link my Lazy Susan playlist so you can see other color combinations and other techniques. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care. Till next time.